For this video, we're going to continue looking at our tools in Blender, and we're going to focus on I'm going to go into edit mode first of all, and we're going to focus on the bottom section of the add menu. So we're going to look at spin and all the rest of these. First of all, in my object here, I'm going to do Alt-M, and which brings up the merge menu. I'm going to say at center, and so now I have a single point. And you don't have to do this to use the spin tool, but I'm going to do it just to kind of both show how it might be used and to play around with the idea a little bit. I'm going to hit 5 on the number keypad to go to orthographic mode. I'm going to hit 1, so I'm looking at it from the front. And right now I have my single vertex selected. I'm going to extrude that, so I'm going to say E. I'm going to draw it along here. Since I'm looking at it in orthographic and from the front, all the extrusion I'm doing are going to be on the same plane. So they're all along this XZ axis. They're all on that same plane. And I'm going to add some vertices here. I'm going to hit E every time that I go to stop. And do that one there. And then I'm going to do one here. So I'm going to hold down Shift and middle mouse button to pan upwards. And I'm going to hit again. Just giving kind of the idea of like maybe a glass or something in this case. It doesn't have to be perfect because we can always redo or average some of these out with other modes. I want to make sure that this is exactly on the Z axis there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit N to pull up the navigation menu. And I'm going to scroll up, and here I have it says vertex. It knows I have that selected. And so on the y-axis it's at 0. On the x-axis it's really close to 0, but I'm going to click on that, type in 0, hit enter, so I know it's exactly on the z-axis so that everything will connect here in the next few steps I'm going to do. So I'm going to hit A to deselect, A to select all. And you notice over here in the navigational menu, it's giving me the average now of the shape. I'm going to just hit N to close the navigational menu. So I have just this. I'm going to go over to where it says spin and click on it. And it's not really what I was thinking of when I clicked on spin. So I'm going to change some settings over here. First of all, I'm going to raise this up a little bit. Make this a little bit larger so everyone can see it well. I'm going to change the angle to 360, and then I'm going to leave that as is, and now you can see it's actually spinning into this. We've got a nice plate out of that. I'm going to go down to here, and I'm going to change this to 0. And actually, interestingly enough, that formed kind of what I wanted to have. But I'm going to go and usually I would change this. This has -0 there, but I would adjust it to get the rest of it. So that's using the spin tool. I also have, if I select the whole model, I can right-click, or actually I can't right-click. I can go a little bit further down to the remove section and say remove doubles, and it'll get rid of the vertices that overlap on the model. Okay, we'll call it good for that one, and we'll go on to the other tools here in our next video.